I literally haven't even seen these boots in the store. I haven't held them. So this is it. I got them today. Let's open them up. What's up, everybody? Brad here from Deep Run Fly Fishing. So it was time for me to get a new pair of wading boots. I had the Patagonia ultralight wading boots for the past 6 years. They're starting to get a little ratty. They're falling apart. Great boots. I loved them. I love the ultralight. I love being able to walk around without feeling like there's cement bricks on my feet. So I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed when I saw that Patagonia switch to the Danner boots, only because they seemed like they were going to be extremely heavy, and I really can't stand that. And that's one reason why I tend to avoid the Sims boots, because they just feel a little bit heavier. Sims does have the featherweight boot out, which I considered getting, but my buddy has that, and he said, you know, I've had it for a little while and it's not really holding up. It's starting to show some wear, and you know, I fish a lot, I fish hard on my gear, so I wanted to get something that's going to last, which is exactly what Patagonia designed the Danner boot for. I literally haven't even seen these boots in the store. I haven't held them, so this is it. I got them today. Let's open them up. Patagonia, built by Danner. Now, like I said, I was disappointed that Patagonia switched to the Danner boot only because they're heavy. Danner makes great stuff. The point of this boot is that it's completely rebuildable, so it literally should last you a lifetime. You can send it in, Patagonia will repair it. They have this stitch down construction so that they can resole the boot, they can change the uppers. So, you know, that's obviously a bonus, but if it's uncomfortable to walk around in all day, it really does me no good. So let's see what these look like. So the claimed weight is about 4 pounds, I believe. So that's like 2 pounds of boot. This really doesn't feel that heavy. These are size 14, so they're probably going to be a little bit heavier. You know, one of the other things that I'm concerned about right off the bat is, you know, I'm used to a little bit more like ankle support, and this feels, you know, the canvas, well, it feels great. It's high quality. It doesn't feel like it's going to provide a lot of support up there. So I guess we'll have to see. I mean, the quality looks great. I mean, I think they're a good looking boot, and this has more of a traditional work boot look. So I like that. You know, you have the drain holes here on the side, so hopefully it doesn't soak up a bunch of water. The leather is all waterproof, and the canvas is really light, so it doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot of material on here that's going to hold water, so that's good. I mean, honestly guys, it looks like incredible construction. I mean, there's like 3 stitches everywhere on all the seams. So, you know, right here, these boots are recraftable. So basically the whole idea of this boot is, Patagonia wants to stop making throwaway items that break down. So basically this boot is meant to last for the rest of your life, or at least, a really long time. And these are, made in America, in Washington, I believe, at the Danner plant. I can't tell if these are plastic or if they're metal. They honestly feel plastic or like a really light metal, but I guess we'll find out. Patagonia says you can take these in the backcountry. I wouldn't. I mean, not on my back. They're too heavy for that. But for driving around the driftless, fishing out of my car in Wisconsin, I think they're going to be good, and hopefully they're comfortable. Hopefully they have enough ankle support. But right off the bat, I really like the look of them, and the construction seems good. So tomorrow's the test, I guess. We can go out and see how they perform for a day, and I'll film some of that, and I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, here's the deal. It's been a couple weeks now. I've actually used the boots like 3 or 4 times, and overall I like them. I think they're good. They're extremely comfortable. The ankle support thing wasn't an issue. I think if you lace them up tight enough, they do have good ankle support. The one thing that is kind of a quirk though is they do significantly expand and contract between wet and dry. So what I found was, once you get them wet, they stretch out a little bit, and they were extremely comfortable. And I actually had to tighten them up a little bit after I got them in the water the first time. And then I used them like 2 weeks later, and when I went to go put them on, they'd completely dried out, and they shrunk so much that I couldn't get my foot in them. And I thought, like, oh man, this is the only pair of boots I brought. Am I going to be able to fish today? So I finally was able to like squeeze my foot in there, and it kind of like it wrinkled up my booty on my waders, and it was uncomfortable. And I was like, oh man, that's the end of these boots. I'm done wearing them. But once they got wet, they stretched out again, and they were comfortable. And then actually the next day I fished again, and they were still wet, and they had expanded so much that I put my foot, I was easily able to slide my foot in, and you know, they were extremely comfortable again, which is a bit of a quirk, I guess. I haven't had that problem with other boots, and so I don't know if I'm just gonna have to soak them before I wear them each time so that I can get my foot in, which would be kind of an annoyance, I guess. But yeah, other than that, they performed really good. I think they held up good. The grip was good. I didn't put the studs in yet. I'm not sure if I will. I've never really been a stud person, but I think they're plenty grippy enough. They're extremely comfortable to wear. The soles on the inside, they're not just flat. They have this like contouring in the balls of your feet and the heel that make them extremely comfortable to wear. So I mean, overall, they didn't gain a whole bunch of weight when they were wet. A little bit. I mean, they are noticeably heavier than my ultralight ones. So these are the old ones that I had, and you know, as you can see, they're pretty shot, but you know, they're extremely light, and when they got wet, they didn't, you know, get much heavier. But you know, the new boots, they didn't have an extreme weight gain, but they were noticeably heavier than the ultralight ones. So again, I mean, I wouldn't plan on taking them on a backcountry trip personally, but as far as walking around the river and hiking in them is very comfortable. The only time I really noticed the weight was I fished a section of stream, and then I had walked the road back, so I had to walk maybe a half a mile on the road back, and they did feel a little bit heavy, you know, on the road. I could tell that they were heavier than a normal hiking boot would be. But otherwise, you know, I think they're a really decent boot, and you know, like I said, they should last a lifetime. So I guess, I don't know if you guys have any experience with them, or based on this video, what you think. The price now, Patagonia has lowered the price, so I picked those up for $2.99, I believe, which is considerably steeper than most other boots. And the Foot Tractor ones, I believe, are $3.50 now, which is, you know, even more expensive than like a Korkers or a Sims, even a G3 boot. So you know, but if they last twice as long or longer, I guess let me know in the comments what you guys think about the boots and the value. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like. That really helps out the channel. And if you want to see more content like this and more fishing content, more trips and more product reviews, give the channel a subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.